What's up? What is up, everyone? How are y'all doing? It is Friday. Man, I hope y'all are having a great week. And if not, it doesn't matter because it's Friday and the weekend is upon us. Oh my goodness. Man, I swear this is it just me? Wasn't it Friday just like a couple days ago? Like it feels like it just snuck up on us just out of nowhere. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I just love the fact that it's Friday. Oh, I get to relax. Maybe. I don't know if I can relax or not, but we'll see what happens. But you know what is going on, everyone? We have got I think it's a lighter show today. There wasn't a lot of major news. There was some stuff that dropped. Of course, we're gonna talk about it. But I think it was a little bit on the lighter side. So for all of y'all on the replay gang, don't worry about it. Hopefully, this ain't gonna go to like 2.5 hours. I know I always say that, and then it ends up being 2.5 hours, but I'm going to try to make sure it does not go to 2.5 hours. But I want to do some quick housekeeping notes. Raina, thank you so much for the $5 Cash App. William Davis, thank you so much for the $10 Cash App. Verdacious Childs, thank you so much for the $10 Cash App. Ursula Howard, thank you so much for the $10. Let's see. Ashton, thank you so much for the $10 Cash App. And Marsha, thank you so much for that $20 Cash App. I want to make sure I give my appreciation because a lot of y'all are so generous and y'all just like be blessing the channel, and I don't want y'all to ever think that I take any of that for granted. And more Marina, thank you so much for the $25 Venmo. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for supporting this channel. Let's see. All right, let's see who is in the house. All right, let's see. We got some of the regulars. Eric Bradford, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Davion's here. Good to see you. Joy Gillian's in the house. Yes. Jillian Oakley's here. Love to see it. Connoisseurs is here. What is up? Claus, hello. Let's see. Kimberly's here. Hello, how are you? Bad kids. That's funny. Screaming, what is up? Shawl is in the house. Good to see you. Let's see. Latrice is here. Hello. My man Derek Gaines is in the house. Let's go. We got the vets coming in. Let's see. Optimus is in here. Hello. Didier, what is going on? My man Nelson, what is up? Let's see. Kristen's here. Good to see you. Oh, yes, my man Angel Gonzalez. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's see. Nia's here. Bad Rob is in the house. Queen B, good to see you. My man Jason Wilcox, what's going on, sir? How are you doing today? All the way from the far east, far east. Maha son, got to love it. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. Cedric Jackson is in the house. Okay, Jackie. Okay, you see, you came in early, you dropped your comment. Now I could give you a proper shout out. What is going on? She Who Remains, VIP, vet. Come on now, y'all already know who Jackie is. Man, come on with it. Let's go. Wait, hold on. I don't see her. Hold on. I don't see it. I need to see it. Hold on. Y'all saying hello, but I don't see her. I need to see her face. I need to see her comment. I don't know. Maybe it got lost. I need to see it. That y'all know how we got to do that. I got to see it. In the meantime, Stephanie Garnett, what is going on, ma'am? Another vet in the building. Alib is in the house. Loki Gator, what is going on? Thank you so much. Zoe is here. Where is she? Y'all don't. Okay. I'm not going to be happy if we don't see her here. She needs to comment. Okay, we're going to get to it. She going to be here. Amir is in the house, though. Lonnie, thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate you. My homegirl, SJ Evans, is here. Yes, and the homeboy, Kev Z. Let's go, brother. Oh, yes. Come on with it. The vet, Marcus J, is in the house. Good to see you. Let's see. GWB Presents. What is up? Let's see. Anybody else? Where? Y'all don't. She better not be slacking now. She better not be. Hey, what's going on, IMAX? Let's see. Raina's in the house. Hello. Thank you so much for showing up. T Cox, good to see you coming back. There it is, y'all. There it is. It's Miss Harper. You know I was going to feel some kind of way if Miss Harper didn't show up in the chat. Good to see you as always, Miss Harper. Yes, indeedy. Okay, all right. Oh, wait. Puma Lee's in the house. Yes, good to see you, Puma Lee. And I think with that, let me grab these comments before we get started. Let's see. Loki Gator kicking it off. Thank you so much. Hey, man, do you think you could do a Zoom chat for the fam one of these days? Zoom chat. What y'all want to talk about on Zoom? You know what? I was thinking about doing what is that on Twitter? The Twitter Spaces. I got to look into that a little bit and see, like, because I think you could, like, we all can interact in that kind of arena. Forgive me, I haven't had time to really look into it, but I'm gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna see. I can't make no promises, but I'm gonna see what we can do. And if you got some ideas, go ahead and just drop them in there. And we'll talk about it. We'll work on that. Thank you so much. Let's see. Teramato. Okay, what's going on? Yo, E-Man, Venom sucked. Well, my review will be up as soon as this live is done. I have to finish editing my Venom review. Actually, if you go to the movieblog.com, you can read my review if you want, or you could just wait for the video review. I don't know how long it's going to take to edit, render, and all that stuff. But if I can get it done at a reasonable time tonight, I'll drop it tonight, or I'll drop it like super bright and early in the morning tomorrow morning. But like I said, you can go read it if you like, or you can wait for my video review. But if you haven't already, I mean, I dropped my social reaction right after seeing it. And have we not had a whole conversation about all the red flags? No press. Sitting here talking about it's for the fans. It's a fun movie. Code word for we don't have a lot of confidence in this film. Code word. I gave y'all the insight. I told y'all. Whew, man. But yeah, you want to wait for the review. I got some more to talk about in the review for sure. Thank you so much for that contribution. Let's see. What do we got? Okay. My man Buzz 703. What up, dog? Good to see you. Another vet in the building. Oh, yes. Come on now. Thank you so much, Buzz. I appreciate the double up. I see what you did there, bro. The 1406. I like that, man. That's smart. Thank you. My man Ernest Holloway, another vet. Let's go. Good to see you. Oh, Denny's here too. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Everybody's coming in now. Okay. Karen's in the building. Yes. Hey, no bueno on that. No bueno, ma'am. No bueno. Kristen, hello. What's going on, ma'am? Good to see you. Another vet. Let's go. Cat Harlem. Cat, where you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. Hello, E-Man. I was just watching your After Dark show. Hey, that was probably one of the best episodes we've ever done. If you haven't seen the very first official After Dark episode, go watch it. Turn the chat on. Watch the shenanigans. A great time. A great time. Cannot stress that enough. Thank you so much, Kat, for that. Let's see what we got. Sheldon, my man, let's go. Did we discuss Squid Game yet? No, we didn't. But you know what? At the end of this, I'll do a Ask Me Anything kind of moment so we can talk about anything extra. And I'll talk about a couple other things that I've been watching later on as well. But we can talk about it. I would just save it for the conversation at the end of the chat. Thank you so much. Let's see. Karen, thank you so much. So no bueno on Venom. Too bad. Still going to see it though, as you should. Yes, it did not work for me. I have my own personal issue with how the movie was made and what it tried to accomplish. But that's just my opinion. You should, every single one of y'all should always go out and make up your own mind. And I've just told you, like, my job as a film critic is just to give you an opinion. I'm not God. I don't have any official say on nothing. All I'm gonna say is this is what I thought about it, and hopefully maybe I raise a couple points that you didn't think about. Maybe I say a couple things that you agree with or that you disagree with, and at the end of the day, you can use my opinion to formulate your own. It doesn't mean you have to agree, doesn't mean you have to disagree. You can be like, oh man, I never thought about how the action worked. Oh man, I never thought about the character motivation. Like that's what I'm gonna just put on the table, and then you can sample it. You know, you can be like, yeah, I like that. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want. Okay, and then after that, you know what you feel. You know, so anyway, but go see it. Come on back to the video. Come on back to my review when I post it, and let me know what you thought about Venom. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate you. Let's see. Okay, y'all, we gonna get to the first topic, right? Like we gonna actually get to the topic. All right, ER's grandpa, let's go. Just curious, what product do you cut with? I use DaVinci. You know what? I've been trying to use DaVinci Resolve. For whatever reason, it was messing up. It was crashing and stuff, so I had to like reinstall it. And I didn't have enough time to adapt to it. Right now, I'm using Pinnacle Studio. It's super old, super dated. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of it, but it's one of those things like that's what I know, you know. So one of these days, I'm gonna take like a week or two to just invest in learning Premiere or something else a little bit better, probably DaVinci. But at the same time, I'm also, you know, I got 2 video editors now that I'm trying to work with. I'm trying to train them up a little bit. I'm gonna just be like, hey, y'all take care of this. Like, I don't want to do editing no more. Listen, I love y'all. I do all these things for y'all. It takes a toll on you when you sit in front of a computer for like 16 hours, just editing one video for 10 minutes that might earn you $20. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being 100% honest with y'all. I love the work, but it's tiring sometimes. So, you know, it's just one of those things where I'm like, you know, I got my kids. I need to spend time with them. I need to find different ways to get going and all that. But anyway, that I'm rambling on that. But Pinnacle Studio is what I use. Thank you so much, ER's grandpa. Let's go. Loki Gator, let's go. I saw a report that said Venom 2 beat Shang-Chi's box office. I think the Venom fans showed up for it. The report was only for Thursday. It only made more money on the opening for Thursday. I don't care. Honestly, to be honest with you, I don't care about any pandemic numbers because nothing is normal to compare it against. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what does that mean? Like, Shang-Chi did better than Black Widow, but you know, more people were vaccinated, more theaters were open, more people were willing to go out. You know, like it's too many factors to compare. So I try not to get up into that until it's an even playing ground. But if it were up to me, I'd hope that's the only record Venom breaks because I have problems with this movie so bad. Oh my gosh, so bad. Let's go, Derek Gaines. Let's go, brother. Thank you. My daughter wants to go see Venom. By the expression on your face, it was bad. As you know, I like bad movies. Are we dark tonight? Can we skip Will Smith and talk about football? Well, we can't skip that. We can't go to football. I'm gonna try and keep it, you know, movie and topic, you know, related. No, I mean, look, it like I've said, just a quick thing. Like if you want, read my review. You can go to themovieblog.com. You can read my review. Matter of fact, let me do I have it up here? All right. So just real quick, if you go to themovieblog.com, that's my review. This movie gave me trust issues. You want to know what I'm talking about? Read my review. If you don't want to read the review, and that's totally fine, just wait for my video review. I will drop it. Hopefully, I will address a lot of questions that many of you might have and a lot of different concerns people will have about this movie and why I got trust issues now. I will explain all of that in my review. But if you're impatient, if you want to get that right now, head on over to themovieblog.com and you can go check it out. Thank you so much, Derek. And what up, Tegan? Let's see what else we got. The talented one. I'm a longtime vet with a new name who never comments. So you a watcher. Okay. Just thought I'd show some love, bro. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Even if you do, just be watching and promise to never, ever intervene. That's okay. Thank you so much. Puma Lee, let's go. Sorry, E, I can't make it to the Wednesday shows. Too much TV media. I will be there for look, Fridays. Yes, it's my thing. It's all good, Puma. You already know we appreciate when you are in the building one way or another. Thank you so much. And don't forget, Replay gang is a thing. It's all good. Diane Roberts back at it. Let's go. Hey, E-Man and E-Fam. Just a little late tonight. It's my birthday. Let's go. Let's go. So glad to be here. Yo, first and foremost, let's just do a little something quick for the vet, top contributor, Diane Roberts. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Diana. Happy birthday to you. Boom. There you go. Thank you so much, Diane. I appreciate you. You already know because you've been here from the jump. You've been contributing to the channel. I hope you have a splendid and wonderful birthday, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great weekend. Let's see. Dorian, thank you so much. Oh, man. Thank you, Dorian. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Man, you guys are too kind. Too kind. Thank you so much. Let's see. I'm Puma Lee, let's see. Haven't seen Venom yet. No way it can beat Shang-Chi. I don't know. You know what? The only reason I think it might compete is because it's going to have a lot of people talking. Whether a movie is good or bad doesn't matter. It's about whether it gets people talking. If a movie is terrible and a lot of people are saying it's terrible and you hear that word of mouth and it's trending, people then want to see how bad is it. It's like a car crash, and Venom is a car crash. You're going to slow down and be like, all right, let me go see how bad it is. And this is the other thing that happens. When you have way too many people saying the movie's so bad, what happens? Your expectations go down. You go into the movie and you're like, well, it wasn't that bad. No, it was bad. Your expectations just got changed because you heard it was a colossal wreck. It's still a problem, but anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. All right, let's move on. Thank you so much, Puma. Let's see. Zoe, let's go. Venom 2, Halloween Kills, or the F9 Blockbuster Discount Bin VHS box set. Halloween Kills. I'll go with Halloween Kills on that. Yep, no brainer. Halloween Kills for me. Let's go. Famous J, thank you so much. My favorite genre is Star Wars. Any thoughts on the shenanigans going on with Kathleen Kennedy behind the problems with the Star Wars franchise moving forward? You know what? I guess, like, just real quick, the only issue I have is that I hope that they just realize that we see them. We see when y'all mess up. Please have a plan. Just have a plan and stick to it. That's it. It's not difficult. Just keep the plan together. You ain't got to react to every and anything that you see online. Just have some faith in like what you're putting out there. Because the thing is, when you're confident in something, that confidence exudes and we see that and feel it. And then we become confident in it. So I'm going to need them to just be a little bit less reactionary and more intentional with their storytelling. You know, you want to do a trilogy, for example, just shoot it back to back to back and get it out there. We ain't got to play all these games back and forth and stuff like, oh man, well, we got to change directors and this person fell out. Just pay the people, make a plan, stick to it, and we'll go. But anyway, let's get to the actual content for today. Thank you so much, Famous J. I appreciate you. Let's see, what do we have first up? Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all know I'm a little, I like to give the people something. All right, look, you go on to the movieblog.com. There is a advanced screening for Night Teeth. This is a movie that basically you got these two girls right here. They need like a Uber or a Lyft or something like that. They hire this brother right here. And you can see the trailer for it here. I'm not gonna play it on here. But yeah, they're like vampires, and they basically taking this brother on a joyride all around town. Whatever, it's okay. Listen, I haven't seen it, but at least going off of the trailer, it's okay. But if you want to see it early, you can enter in the little contest right here. This is on the movieblog.com. Go ahead, enter in. You can get a chance. The studio will send you a link. You can go watch it for free, and you can check it out if you want. That's going to be on Netflix. Like I said, check it out, see what it is, see how you feel, and then you can go from there. I always like to give y'all a little something. And no, that's not Fast 9. Okay, it's not Fast 9, but I gave y'all a little something there. just something. Okay, let's. Oh God, I did. Oh man, this segue. Oh man, this segue. So, not Fast 9 related. Apparently, y'all boy Vin Diesel then gave us an update on Riddick 4. Riddick 4. Now, what is he actually saying? He ain't even say nothing. He ain't even say nothing. He just posted this picture on his Instagram, said, incredible meeting today. Thanks, team. You know who you are. Let's just say Furia may be closer than you think. Hashtag Riddick. All right. Well, you know, Riddick looked like he put on a little extra. I mean, I can't even talk. He in better shape than me. But you know, it's look, I'll just say I'm happy that Riddick is a thing. I'm happy that Riddick is coming back. I thought that this was one of the best roles for Vin Diesel, mainly because he ain't have a lot of lines, and I thought he really excelled in that role. I really loved Riddick, like Pitch Black, all that stuff. It was dope. So I'm looking forward to that at the very least, just because I've been a fan of the series from the very jump. But I'm kind of interested to see, do y'all think the ship has sailed? Are you still interested in a Riddick 4 movie? My guess is that I wonder if is this going to theaters? Because I don't know if the Riddick movies are theater worthy anymore. The first two were definitely worthy. The fourth one, I don't know. Oh, they made an animated one too. The Chronicle. I didn't know that. Oh man, maybe I might have to go check that out. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about Riddick 4. Whether or not you interested, whether or not you want to see it on streaming. Would you pay to go see it in the theaters? I mean, you might. I don't know. If the trailer is dope enough, maybe. I just hope that Vin Diesel doesn't try to do to Riddick what he did with the Fast 9 franchise. Like, I hope he does not try to overtake it and make it. How can I say this nicely? I don't want his ego to get the best of him. So anyway, let me see. I got a couple comments. Let me grab these here real quick. Cedric, my man, thank you so much, brother. Everyone, click the like button. I'm out. Got papers to write. We'll catch you all on the replay, brother. Thank you so much. Good luck on them papers. Thank you. And yes, if y'all can get them likes up, I'd certainly appreciate it. Let's see. What do we get? Definitely family. Right. Space family. Right. Yeah. Riddick 4. Yeah. You know, just milk. Just milk. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's go. Brian, let's go. I'm back, bro. Even better. Am I still a vet? Absolutely. Thank you so much. You don't lose vet status. Once you're a vet, man. That's it. Thank you so much, Brian. Glad to see you. Hope everything is all good with you. Let's see who else we got here. Teramato, let's go. Can we just talk about the post-credit scene of Venom? Because it's the only good part of the movie. And why didn't you sing the Black Happy Birthday by? Listen, I tried to give my own rendition. That's all. Everybody know the black version. I tried to get my own spin on it. Listen, I don't mind talking about Venom. Actually, I'm iffy about it because a lot of people have not seen it yet. So that's the only reason I kind of don't want to talk about it. My review is going to be spoiler free. Now, if y'all want to talk about Venom maybe next Friday, so at least that way everybody has a chance to see it, I have no problem doing that. I mean, I guess if y'all want to do it during the Ask Me Anything, we could talk spoilers. Again, I just want to be respectful of the people that have not seen it and don't want it spoiled for them. So if y'all really want to talk about it, I guess we could do it at the end of this, and I'll just kind of put up like a little label or something, so that way you know, like, all right, mute this, you know, until I take it down. But yeah, that's just my only hesitation. I just want to give people a chance to actually watch it first. But you know, this y'all show, so y'all let me know what you want to do. Tell me. Thank you so much for that. Loki Gator, let's go. I'd rather fight Zombie okay, that's fine. No Riddick. All right, dang, y'all don't want Riddick. Dang. Okay, I guess. All right, fine. Y'all don't. The chat has spoken. All right. Let's see. Somebody had said, there we go. LP. Let's go. Finally made it. Hey, you late, but you here. That's all that matters. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. Who else? Shayla, so I appreciate that because I haven't seen it. Okay, yeah. So you know what? Let's go ahead and let's wait. Because like I said, I just don't want to ruin it for people. I mean, as much of an issue as I have with this, I mean, I think if you read my spoiler-free review, you can piece together what I'm saying, you know, but we definitely gonna have to talk about the implications of the post-credit scene and all that. So we'll save that for next Friday, so that way everybody has a chance to talk about it and see it. Let's go. The talented one. Oh, you got something. Let me see where your comment come back. I don't know. I don't see it, but thank you so much for the contribution. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think we're gonna wait. Okay. All right, cool. All right. All good. We'll wait till next week. Okay, let's go on to the next topic. Let's see. What do we have? Oh boy. I knew this was gonna be a thing. So apparently the director for Thor 2, arguably one of the worst bottom of the barrel MCU movies out there, he is open to making his own Snyder Cut version. He basically wants a redo for Thor the Dark World. When I tell you this movie had so many problems, Patty Jenkins was supposed to be on this movie and she dropped out because she was like, too many red flags. I don't like it. I'm out. That's the Wonder Woman director. She was out. So let me see. What did he say here? So Taylor, the director, said, I was cheering for Zack Snyder when he was doing that and thinking, will he pull this off? This is amazing. I think every director was kind of rooting for that. I would love to. I mean, can you imagine that? They give me, however, many millions of dollars they gave him to go back in. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that phone call. No, you not. Because Marvel doesn't need to do that. Marvel has moved on. Marvel fans have moved on from Thor 2. Now, my thing is this. Thor 2 had all the potential in the world to be good. It has so much potential. I think it arguably had maybe one of Loki's. It was the first time I was watching Loki like, ooh, he can actually, like, Loki's character was developing. He was showing emotion. I was like, yo, I'm interested in that. And we actually started to learn more about Asgard, which is what I wanted the first Thor movie to do. So there were so many possibilities and so much potential with Thor 2, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it was interference. I don't know if the director, I don't know what happened. Honestly, I don't care. The movie just fell apart once it got to like the Dark Elves and the third act and everything. It was just not good, and it was bad. Like it's just it was hard to rewatch. Like if I ever watch Thor 2, I'm watching maybe the first 45 minutes, and then that's about it. Maybe, and I'll skip to the post-credit scene, if that. So, but I mean, the Snyder Cut. I mean, I've talked about this. Like, I wasn't for or against it. If Snyder was able to get his cut, that was fine. Because of the situation that he was in, I thought WB did him bogus. If they had never released it, I also would have been fine because I wouldn't want to go work with people that did me bogus like that either. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of worked either way. The fear that I had and the concern that I had, which is starting to play out, was that WB buckling under fan pressure was going to enable other directors to do this. And let me be clear, this is not uncommon for directors to be like, oh man, I wish I could do a redo. Directors have been doing director's cuts and, having second attempts and stuff for a long time. And most of the time, they don't get their second opportunity. Unless unless your movie is like a cult classic or you're a big name in Hollywood. All right, maybe the studios will do it because they want future business with you later. But most of the time, even when the directors are like, oh man, okay, that's my movie, they would want another cut. Why? Because a lot of times they leave a lot of footage on the cutting room floor. They don't get to add a lot of things that they want because maybe the studio needs to have it in the theater for a shorter amount of time so it gets more spins in the theater, which makes more money. So there's a whole lot of different factors that happen. I'm just thinking to myself, like, I don't like every movie doesn't need a redo. Some of these things, just leave them be. And I think Thor 2, leave it be. It's done. You jacked it up. It's fine. Whatever. We got Thor Ragnarok. That made up that to me, Thor Ragnarok made up for the whole Thor franchise. Like it, we're fine. Bygones be bygones. Everything is smooth in my book. We ain't got to deal with this no more. I mean, seriously, what are you gonna fix? What are you gonna fix in this anyway? Oh man, see, y'all get this is getting on my nerves because it's just like, why you can't fix this bad movie already? Leave it alone. Go away. All right, She Who Remains. Thank you so much. Did you hear about the new R. Kelly movie? Oh boy, it was a racket. Bill Cosby gave it 2 roofies up out of 4. Oh boy. Thank you, Jackie, so much. Personally, no, that's an after dark topic. Nope. That's an after dark topic. Yep. See, I was about to get in this. You almost got me, Jackie. I'm gonna save that for after dark, episode 2. I'm gonna save it for that. Thank you though for that. Appreciate you so much. Let's see. All right. Wait, did I skip somebody? Hold on. All right, let me go back. My man Django, let's go. No Dark World cut. Stop it. Yank the money, Disney. Thank you, Django. Appreciate you. And bro, you already know we're on the same page with that for sure. There's no need for them to go doubling down on this. It is just unnecessary. Puma Lee, thank you so much. For the love of Asgard, no Thor 2. Thor 3 was great. It made me forget that dark mess. 100% agree. There's no need. There's just no need. Thank you so much, Puma. Appreciate you. Let's go. Dorian, thank you so much. Ragnarok is my favorite movie. Love Loki. Absolutely. It was definitely a really, really good home run, I think. Talk about a save. Like, man, that was you just saved a whole franchise with that movie. Thank you. Let's see. Ernest, thank you so much. Can we have a what if Ultron killed the Venom franchise? I would fully support that. Oh my gosh. Let Ultron go in there and just slice it up. Slice up the whole franchise. If it was, oh my good. Oh man. Listen, I don't know what the setting's gonna be, but we're gonna talk where I'm a fully rant on Venom and the whole franchise. We're gonna get to that. Maybe next Friday. Remind me, maybe next Friday we'll get to that. Maybe we'll get to that. All right, let's go on to the next topic here. Let's see. Okay, so this is just a quick one. There is a Gladiator sequel that is happening, and Ridley Scott gave us a little update and said that basically the script for Gladiator, the sequel, is now being written. Now the sequel, this is something that was announced a long time ago, so it's not necessarily new. But what are they saying? It was announced back in 2018 and is slated to follow Lucius, the son of Connie Nielsen's Lucia and nephew to Joaquin Phoenix's power hungry and immortal Commodus. Both Lucilia and Lucius were saved by Crows Maximus from the embittered Roman emperor before the gladiator passed on to be with his own slain family. So I haven't seen Gladiator in a long time. I mean, y'all remember, are you not entertained? That like that. I'm gonna be real with you. That's the only thing I remember from the movie. I remember loving the movie. I remember when the movie came out, it was dope to me. I was like, yo, Russell Crowe is here to stay. And then he ate a couple hamburgers and that was it. But he's still a good actor. But I'm just sitting here thinking like, man, do the people, like, is it too late? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it might be too late because I don't remember the story. I don't remember the background. I remember the characters. I remember the fight. I remember the ending. I mean, don't get me wrong. If they do end up making this happen, I will go back and rewatch it. But I'm just sitting there thinking, like, will I care? I don't know. I don't know. Will y'all care? Do y'all care about Gladiator 2, or has the ship sailed? Are you good on it? I don't know. I mean, Ridley Scott, he ain't no joke. You know, it's a good director. But you know, at least it's not a reboot, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Thank you so much, my man Kev Z. Let's see. Casting news: BP2 is casting Razor Ramon as Namor, and Taika Waititi will voice Riri Williams. They also decided to cast Mark Wahlberg as a variant Killmonger. Jesus, burn it all. Thank you so much, Kev Z. Appreciate that. Oh, that atrocious. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Let's see. Buzz, let's go. Thank you so much, man. I'll watch a Thor movie with Thor versus Beta Ray Bill. Hey, I will totally do that too. Now, don't forget, Kevin Feige did say that Beta Ray Bill, because he was teased in Thor Ragnarok, they were going to put him in that movie. But they basically were like, nah, they wanted to give him more run. They didn't want to just put him in for a little sample. They wanted to give him like some more meat on the bones, you know? So I don't know. To me, I would love to see a Beta Ray Bill, maybe a Disney Plus series, like a quick one. I don't know. Or just throw him into the next Thor movie. I think it'd actually be kind of interesting. I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see how they go about it. But thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see. Diane Mitchell, Russell Crowe smells like a hamburger. Oh my God. Oh, come on. Don't do that to him. Oh, come on now. He probably does, though. I don't know. Does he bathe? Y'all know how these celebrities don't always want to, you know, they be a little iffy with that stuff. All right, let's see. What do we have next up on the docket? Okay. I'm about to give y'all a nice little review. All right. So I don't know if y'all have seen this or not on Netflix, but there is a show called Midnight Mass. Now, Midnight Mass is a pretty interesting show. It's a limited series, and this series is I'm gonna say it's like 8 episodes or so. I finally got done watching all of it, and I'm gonna just say, like, right now, I loved it. I had such a good time with this movie, but, and there's a big but, I have to warn y'all on a couple things first. So just the basic premise. Let me give you the basic premise for Midnight Mass. You have a very small island with maybe 100 plus people living on this island, and their Catholic priest goes off to Jerusalem. But you know, he's old, he's tired, he gets injured, sick, whatever, he can't come back. So the Vatican sends like another younger priest, this guy right here. They send him back to the island to talk to all, you know, to basically be the priest in as a substitute. Now, this priest is like a little mysterious, very charismatic. Like, basically, there's something going on with this priest, but you don't know. It's just weird. It's just something a little off. But of course, they get into that. But you know, you also get into all these other characters, and you start to learn about all their backgrounds and stuff like that. Now, here's what I need to warn y'all about. First of all, you're gonna hate this chick because she is annoying. I don't like her. Somebody need to smack her. Don't like her. That means she was a great actress, because you really will not like her. Listen, don't like her. But what I wanted to warn y'all about, because this was the one thing I did not care for too much, it's very heavy with the dialogue and exposition. You're going to have characters that talk for a long time, and they will talk about like metaphysical things. They'll talk about a lot of different, they'll talk about death. They'll talk about relationships. They'll talk about all these different things, right? But the warning I have to kind of tell you guys is, because it's 8 episodes, it's a contained story. There's a beginning and there is an end. The first 2 episodes are super slow. I'm letting you know that. I'm letting you know that right now. I was about to quit on the third episode. I was about to be like, I'm done with this. But the third episode, the ending kicks it up a notch. Then you get into the fourth episode, kicks it up another notch, and then you off to the races. You off to the races, because then it just is like, yo, what is this stuff going on? But the reason, even though it's slow in the beginning, all of it is important. Why? Because what it's doing is it's building up the characters, it's building up the stories. Because at the end of the series, all of those things will wrap up. All of those things will have meaning. So when they sit here and talk about this person's background with, I don't know, addiction, alcoholism, whatever, that stuff, it might seem boring now, but it'll make sense and pay off later. So that's the real heads up I wanted to give to you. Now, of course, you already know I went to seminary school. I love horror movies. This is horror plus religion, and not just Christianity. It's horror plus religion. I think the other warning I would try to give people is this show does not prove or disprove anything about religion. So it's real easy. Let's say, for example, you are an anti-theist. I'm not saying an atheist, someone who just doesn't believe. I'm saying someone who hates religion, you against religion and all that, right? If you're an anti-theist, this series does not prove why religion is so bad. If you're super religious, right? So you the Bible thumper, you the whoever, you talking about whatever God or spirituality you believe in to a stranger on the street. This also does not prove anything either, right? So you can go. I would advise that if you watch it with an open mind. It's not meant to change your mind or anything. And the one thing I would say, if I had to really analyze this is more of a critique on the human psyche. A lot of the things that they talk about, a lot of the things that they interpret, a lot of the ways that they go about things are just human. It's not about, well, this religion made them do this or this non-belief made them do that. No. This is just human beings and how human beings act. That's why a lot of the character development in the early beginning matters. So I wanted to kind of give that to you guys. If anybody was interested in watching something a little different, I was able to blow through it in maybe 4 days or so. Cause like I said, the first 2 episodes were a chore, but later on it does pay off. I don't want to reveal anything else. I will just say that things will not always turn out the way you think they will. Every time I was sitting there, I was like, oh, that gonna happen. Oh, y'all went there. Oh, okay. Well, then that's what's gonna happen now. Oh, y'all change it up. Oh, listen, watch it. Let me know what you think about it. That's my quick little review for Midnight Mass. If I had to give it a rating, I would probably say, and this is biased because I love religion, obviously, and I've studied it for years. So I would probably give it about an 8 out of 10. Just because I thought the story, the direction was really good. It's a little gory, by the way. So if some of y'all are a little squeamish, it's a little gory. There is blood, a little bit of guts here and there. It's a little violent. I wouldn't say it's scary to the point where it's jump scare scary. But it's more so eerie. It's more eerie. But yeah, it's not gonna try and scare you real hard. It'll just have more terror in it. So anyway, that's my quick thoughts. If you have seen it, let me know what you thought about it. I'd really like to I'd love to see if anybody else actually saw it and what y'all think about it. But I did want to kind of give y'all just a quick little review on Midnight Mass. If you're interested, if you like the religion and horror side, if you like horror movies and religious stuff, this is it. I thought this was nice. But yes, thank you so much, my man Derek. It sounds like the show Evil. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like Evil. And you know I like Evil. I love that show, Evil. Matter of fact, I'll probably go watch some of the episodes right after this. Thanks for the reminder. It's kind of like that, but a little bit more mature with the content. But it's not as comical because Evil doesn't take itself very seriously all the time, right? Like there are comedic things in this. Ain't no comedy in Midnight Mass. Like it's a drama horror through and through. But anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate you so much for that. Let's see. Rhonda, what did you say here? Is it as gory as Squid Games? Kind of, because Squid Games wasn't like super gory, but kind of. I mean, like people get cut, blood comes out, stuff happens. Yeah, like it ain't nothing that's gonna make you lose your lunch or nothing. But I just want to give a heads up because it does contain that stuff, and some people, just need that prep. But yeah, let's see. I love a good thriller. Yes, I think that this will be something very interesting. I just wanted to say that, like, again, don't give up in the first 2 episodes. If the end of the 3rd episode does not capture your interest to keep watching, then you can give up. But make it at least up to the 3rd episode, because that's when they start to reveal more stuff. You start to see more secrets and more truth, and that's where stuff really starts to get interesting. So again, I like to see what y'all think when you eventually get a chance to check it out. Ty, thank you so much. Gonna catch the playback. Just want to support the channel. Ty, thank you so much. You already know I appreciate you, ma'am. Let's see, my man Kev, let's go check out Surreal Estate. Okay, hold on, let me see, because y'all be having some recommendations. Surreal. Okay, I got it noted. I will see where I can find it and I'll check it out. Thank you so much. Puma Lee, let's go. So what did you think about God Friended Me? I did not see that. I wanted to see it, but I did not get a chance to see it. So I don't know. To be honest, I forgot that series like even existed. To be honest, because I haven't heard anybody talk about it. So I don't know. I mean, is it still good? I don't know. But thank you so much. Let's go. Hey, no problem. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have here for the next topic? So I got y'all that. Oh, okay. So we talked about this before, but I did not mention it all the way. So basically, Sony, we talked about how Sony obviously wanted to do a crossover with Venom, but they are also just so dead set on a Sinister Six. So this was like one of the producers talking. He said Sony's always kept outside of the new Spider-Man stuff they're doing with Marvel and Disney, or with the MCU. Sony's always kept their Marvel stuff separate. With this Venom, Let There Be Carnage, they're going to connect to the Spider-Man universe they're setting up with the MCU. I know one of their long-term goals is to make a Sinister Six, and that's kind of the project we're all waiting for, their version of the bad guys from the Spider-Man universe. Guys, when I tell you we don't even have a Sinister Six movie, and I'm already tired of it. Because Sony has been so... it's like they get turned on with the Sinister Six. I don't get it. I mean, I don't even care about the Sinister Six unless they're fighting Spider-Man. I'm glad that y'all got Spider-Man back to actually do something with him, but I feel like y'all gonna really force this and it's gonna make it even whacker. And I'm sorry, if what y'all did with Venom is any sign of what y'all can do with y'all other villains, save it. I don't want it because I can't trust y'all. I cannot trust Sony right now. Right now, Sony, you know what? We just gonna get into the rant. Right now, Sony is acting like Warner Brothers when Warner Brothers was messing up Justice League, when Warner Brothers was messing up Suicide Squad, because they were like, oh, because they caved to the pressure. They caved to the pressure of there wasn't enough Marvel fun, so they had to like make their dark stuff way more lighthearted. This is what Sony is doing. There's no reason why Venom should have been a buddy comedy. No reason. It was stupid. It is stupid, in my opinion. Venom should have been, and I say this in my review, Venom should have been for Sony what Blade was for Marvel. It should have been the jumpstart of creating their own lane. Venom could have been just like Spawn. It could have been just like Blade. Did those movies have some comedy in them? Absolutely. Blade got some of the funniest lines in there. Of course it did. But it wasn't a comedy. It didn't take away from the dark nature that was the character and the storyline. That's what Venom should have done. Venom should have been dark. Venom should have been solving missions or, doing whatever he was doing. First of all, you should have never done Venom without Spider-Man. That's first and foremost. But if you were, you could go do they have so many comic book stories now with Venom doing other stuff. And I'm just like, I don't trust Sony, because now not only were they acting like WB, but they're also starting to act the way 20th Century Fox was acting with the mutants. They had all these prize characters before Marvel bought them back, before Disney bought them. They had all these prize characters with the X-Men, and they just kept giving us hot, mediocre trash every time. Every time. Except for the Days of the Future Past, Logan, X-Men 1 and 2, and First Class. Those were decent. Those were good to decent. Logan was fantastic. But some other, Dark Phoenix? Yuck. Apocalypse? Yuck. Oh, man. I just feel like a lot of these companies get way too overconfident, and they don't know what they're doing. They think they know what they're doing because they look at Marvel and be like, oh, Marvel's just chucking out these movies left and right. That's easy. We can do that. No, you can't. Even Kevin Feige say like, yo, don't copy us. And that's not coming from arrogance. He was saying don't copy us because they constantly change their approach. Marvel today what they're doing in phase 4, what they're about to do in phase 5 is nothing compared to what they did in phase 1. All these other studios are still looking at what Marvel did in phase 2 and being like, oh yeah, we could do that. That was years ago. I don't trust Sony right now. I don't trust Sony, like at all. Mr. Bobby Wright, thank you so much. Got to catch a playback. So far, so good. All good, brother. Thank you so much. Shout out to the replay gang, man. Loki Gator, let's go. Check out Kate on that. Yes. Oh, I need to watch that. Yes, it's on my list. Listen, I got so many things I got to watch on Netflix. But yes, thank you for that reminder. I do need to add that as well. I definitely wanted to see that. Hold on. Let me grab who else? Cat, back at it. Sorry if this is a repeat topic. Did you see Clickbait on Netflix? If so, your opinion. I've watched most of it. This was something I was watching with the missus. We just haven't finished it yet. But I think somebody spoiled the ending for me, so I'm still like I'm trying to watch it and hope that they were lying. I don't know. But so far, so good. So far it seems decent. But I don't know. I have to wait and see once I get to the end, and I'll give a little bit more in-depth thoughts about it at that point. Real Django, thank you so much, Kat. When I saw the cover for Entertainment Weekly with the crappy costumes of Apocalypse, I knew it would fail. I just never trusted Fox. Like, Fox was bad. They would like after X-Men: The Last Stand. They did no. I just couldn't. I couldn't deal with them. But anyway, oh wait. Hold on. I think I almost missed. Hold on. Boom, there we go. My man Nelson. Sorry, I almost missed that. Sony hasn't learned their lesson from the X-Men series. They want to make money. Then they want to make money more than they do great movies. Their issue is character development. 100% agree. I totally agree. Venom is it's a cash grab. That's what this movie is. They did not. They and this is why I'm not yelling at y'all, and not y'all, but like people in general. But I want to encourage us all to be more intentional and understanding with our dollars. When we pay studios and theaters for bad movies, they take that as a signal for, if they don't care, why should we care? That's why we need to stop with those bogus excuses talking about, well, it was a fun movie. That's fine. Guess what? You can also have a good, well-made movie be a fun movie, right? Like we could have both, but it's about what you settle for. It's like going to a restaurant. You're going to a restaurant and they serve your food cold. You still paying for that? I mean, yeah, maybe you hungry. And yeah, if you real hungry, if you starving and you eat it, sure. It's filling. Just like how people say, well, I was entertained. Yeah. But guess what? You also don't have to pay for that cold food, send it back, and get your food made the way it was supposed to be made. It's still your money. You have a voice. It's the same thing with these movie studios. The only reason they allow terrible movies to go out is because we enable that as a society. We go and pay for movies. That's why y'all, listen, I told y'all, don't fall for that messed up logic about, critics versus fans, and critics don't know what they're talking about. Critics watch way more movies than you. And yes, there can be some implicit bias with that, but that's on y'all to also understand which critic are you following. Even if you follow a certain critic, you still need to kind of learn how to filter your point of view reflected against their point of view, because they're there, really, at least most of them, and I forget them. I'm gonna talk for myself. When I go watch a movie early to come and talk to y'all, it's really to help y'all. I try my hardest to make sure I get it out as soon as possible so that you guys can make your best decision. I hope that, through talking to you guys, having these lives, you understand this is how E-Man thinks. This is where his opinions lie. Maybe I agree with him. Maybe I don't. Doesn't matter. The point is, because you know where I'm coming from, you know where you can go with your own opinions. That's the whole point. So, we have got to stop feeding these companies whenever they give us bad movies and just stop it. They need to feel that hurt. They need to listen. Did you see Fox give a whole nother Fantastic Four movie after that thing flopped? No, sir. No, they was like, ooh, we should have never released this. Ooh, how about we just don't do this no more? That's what happened. That's what happened. When movies flop, they don't get remade because the studio does not have confidence in it anymore. But when movies get all of our money, that's how we get sequels. Venom, and again, I'm not begrudging people that actually enjoyed it. What I'm saying is that Venom could have and should have been better. The first one could have and should have been better, but we decided, because of the fact that we ain't never seen a Venom movie, it was the first time. He's a cool character. We paid with our dollars. The studio ignored every critique about the terrible things that were wrong with the first Venom, and they doubled down on them in the second movie. You're going to get what you pay for. You're going to get what you pay for. I'll leave it at that. Let's go. Thank you so much. Sorry, I had to use your comment as a rant. It's been boiling. It's been boiling in me already. Every time I have to go write my review or I have to go edit my review, I just get more heated. And I hope y'all understand. I only get passionate about these things because I want every comic book movie. I'm a comic book fan. Okay. I am a fan of these things. I want every single one. Look at this. Y'all see who this is? Isaiah Bradley. Okay, like come on now. Like this is what I live and breathe. I love this stuff. I want all of these movies to be successful. It pains me when these movies are done poorly. It hurts my soul. I'm like, you just taking my imagination and you just like peed on it. Like, come on. Just I want them all to succeed. I really do. I really do. The talented one, thank you. Sony is a bad decision away from being DC. Listen, they are close. They are close. And don't let Spider-Man No Way Home fool y'all. That is going to come from Marvel. More than likely, that is going to be a good movie. The real test is going to be Morbius. The real test is going to be Kraven the Hunter. The real test is going to be, what are y'all about to do with all these other character movies? And y'all better throw Spider-Man in there now that y'all actually got him back. We'll see. We'll see. They close, though. You're right. They close. Derek Gaines, let's go. My man. E-Man, evil has gotten darker. And yes, there will be blood. Okay. All right. First of all, thank you for not spoiling it, but I'm looking forward to it. Bro, I'm about to go watch these episodes. I love Evil. Evil is such a fun show. It is a fun show. I love it. Let's see. Let's go. Teramato, let's go. The only way Sony can impress me is to introduce a live version of Miles Morales, recast T'Challa. Now, look, I'm glad you said that. Shout out to recast T'Challa first and foremost. That animated Miles Morales movie, mwah. Into the Spider-Verse, mwah. Bueno. Muy bueno. Oh, that right there. Between that and Spider-Man 2, a good argument can be made on which one is the best Spider-Man movie to date. You need a very good argument. I mean, you could have a hot topic debate between Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire, the GOAT Spider-Man, and Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales. You give me a live action. First of all, I need to know who's going to direct that live action Miles Morales. And I need to know, is Spider-Man also going to be in that? Like, I need to know some more. I need some more information, but because I can't trust Sony to have great characters and therefore do them justice. Look at Venom. Look at Carnage. It's not happening. So, I mean, they dropped the ball with Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. They did not do as well as they thought they would. There's no reason Spider-Man, arguably one of the most popular fictional characters in pop culture, shouldn't be $1 billion movie every single time. There's no reason why it shouldn't. I'm just saying. So, but thank you so much. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see if they can handle Miles Morales live action. Animated, they doing a thing. Live action, I don't know. The Don, what's going on? The discussions with you in the live chat are fire. For some who are late or rewatchers, is there a way we can incorporate a message board after about the chat topics and predictions? There is a Discord. I have the link for the Discord in the description of this video. So I believe this is the updated link because my fault. The previous link expired. I didn't know they had expiration dates. So I updated it so the invite never expires. So please go join the Discord. Make all the posts you want. I mean, listen, the Discord, I would say, is just as fire as this live chat. Like, it's the same group, same family, same team. Everybody's in there. So if you want, go check out the Discord. And if somebody can hit them up with the link, that'd be great too. But yes, definitely check the description of this video. It's like right there. I do put the link for the Discord so y'all can hey, go wild. But thank you so much. Yes, Stephanie. Ooh, yes, please. Let's get that like party going. Thank you. Let's see, what do we got? Christopher Ellis, thank you so much. I hope Black Adam turns out to be good. Because I can't see it without Shazam, The Rock push for the standalone movie. Look, I hope so too, and I hope they also throw Superman in there too. I need Henry Cavill to be in that too. I hope they do all of that right, but we'll see. I think it'll be good enough. I think it'd be good enough. Let's see, Rhonda. Yeah, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You also didn't tell me there was a sleep paralysis demon in there. Uh-huh. Yeah. You ain't tell me that. You ain't tell me that. You told me it was good, but you ain't tell me about the demon. You ain't tell me about him. You ain't tell me about George. Yeah. Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Who else do we have? Okay. All right. So yeah, Sony has this weird just addiction to Sinister Sticks, whatever. Okay, so James Bond, No Time to Die. Let me just give y'all my quick reaction to it. I did get a chance to go see it yesterday, so unfortunately, I can't work on other projects when I'm like going to movie screenings and stuff like that. I have to get the I have to work on the review for that probably over this weekend as well for y'all. But in the meantime, I can give you my quick reaction right after watching it last night. So I liked this James Bond, No Time to Die. I thought it was really, really good. As you know, this is Daniel Craig's final appearance as James Bond. And I think that, obviously I can't give you all the I can give you my rating and stuff, but I haven't thought it through. The embargo's already lifted, but I'm just giving you my reaction to it. But I left out of there feeling happy. I was satisfied. There were like two things that I did not like. Two things I didn't really care for that they did, and I felt like they played one of their characters real bogus. Real bogus. I'll talk about it in the review. But yeah, and so there was one, they did one character bogus, and there was one thing, and it was like a very main thing that made no sense. Like, I'm like, y'all just gonna ignore this? Like, y'all know that makes no sense, right? Like, again, I'll talk about it in the review. But overall, solid movie. I was so happy to watch this after watching Venom. It just how it just cleans your palate. Like, oh, it was so refreshing. Dope action. The characters the acting is solid. I would definitely say that this Bond movie does something, and I believe I'm correct in saying this. This Bond movie does something that no other Bond movie has ever done. And I'll leave it at that. So I just wanted to kind of give y'all a little heads up on that. If you were kind of thinking about checking it out or whatever, I would say right now, yes, it is definitely worth it. I appreciated watching it in the theater. It was a nice setting for it. Just the sound effects, the visuals, the action. Listen, I had a really good time with it. And unlike other James Bond movies, I actually followed the story, because I don't know about y'all. Now tell me if this is just me. Maybe this is just me. I swear, every time I go into a James Bond movie, I go in, I have a good time. I'm like, yo, this was dope. That was cool. But like 5 minutes later, I couldn't tell you the name of the villain. I don't know what the villain wanted to do. I don't even know what happened in the story. I just know that James Bond was smooth. He had a nice car, had some dope gadgets, and got the girl. That to me is every James Bond movie. Like, I have not been able to remember what happens in a lot of the movies, but I know I leave out there liking them. Like, I know I'm like, yo, that was dope. It's kind of like, what do they say? It's kind of like when you at a Chinese buffet, and you eat and you full. You like, oh man, I'm full. This was good. And the second you get to the car, you like, you know what? I could go back for some second. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel with these James Bond movies. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But this movie, I would say you can follow it a little more. There are some moments where it's kind of like, come on now, hurry up. But the one recommendation I would give to y'all is before you go watch it, because unlike the other James Bond movies, all of these and all of the ones with Daniel Craig are one big story. right? Even what was it, Quantum of Solace or whatever, that wasn't like all that good. If you rewatch all the other James Bond movies back to back to back to back, it makes more sense and it's so much easier to follow. It's a bit of a commitment because, you know, you have to like sit through hours and hours, but I would say that if you can either watch all the movies back to back before you go see No Time to Die, or just jump on YouTube, go watch like a James Bond No Time to Die recap video or something like that, just so you can get the story and everything, because it'll help it make more sense. Because this next movie, it just picks up where the last one left off. Like they don't give you a refresher, they don't remind you of nothing. They just, all right, James Bond, go, and that's it. So if you're interested in actually keeping up with the story, either watch the movies back to back, and don't get me wrong, I think it makes for a better viewing experience, or watch a recap and you should have a good time with that. All right, so that's my quick little reaction for No Time to Die, James Bond. And that brings us actually to our next topic, because they wasted no time with this at all. The Hunt for Bond. The new Bond will begin next year, says the producer. Barbara, is that broccoli or is it broccoli? I'm going to go with broccoli. I don't know. It looked like broccoli, but I'm going to say it's broccoli. Yeah, she says, let's see. We want Daniel Craig to have his time of celebration. Next year, we'll start thinking about the future. And, you know, I get it. You know, this is a franchise. It's a franchise. They need to keep on going, you know, but look, can we see the commitment? Can we see the commitment and how fast they are ready to keep this character going? They like, hey, whatever happens in this movie don't even matter. We already want to look for the next James Bond. Why? We want to keep that legacy going. We want to keep him relevant. We want to keep making money off of him. Must be nice. Must be nice to have that much vested interest in a character. What if they didn't recast James Bond? Huh. Dorian, thank you so much. Tom Hiddleston for the next day. Listen, he has been my number one pick from the jump. I have, ever since I've watched Kong Skull Island, that's where Tom Hiddleston, he convinced me. I never even thought, because all I knew was this man was Loki. I'm like, bro, you Loki. That's all I know. When I saw him in Kong Skull Island, I was like, oh, you could be James Bond. Like, you just showed me the acting chops that I ain't seen you do in none of the Marvel movies, none of the shows. But in that movie, I was like, oh, you definitely can be James Bond. So I would say that, yes, he would be my top pick for sure. There have been other names that have been thrown out there. Henry Cavill, you know, Superman's been out there. I'm like, I can't see it. I'm sorry. I mean, I get it. You're British. You're good looking. You got the chiseled face and all that. I get that. But, bro, you're swole as ever. I don't care if you're wearing a tuxedo. I'm going to be like, I'm going to need you to fly and have bullets bounce off you because you're always going to be Superman. I'm sorry. I mean, I watched Man from U.N.C.L.E. and watching Man from U.N.C.L.E., I was like, oh, yeah, he tried to be the suave, debonair spy and all that. Whole time, I'm like, should nobody land a punch on you because you're Superman? It's just, you're too big. You're too swole. Like, you fill out a whole suit. And I'm like, bro, like, can you breathe? That medium suit on? Like, you can't be James Bond. Because if anybody beats you up, I will never believe it. I just won't believe it because you're too swole. So, yeah, that he wouldn't do it. Some magazine has said something. I think they said Tom Hardy. Let me tell you something. Tom Hardy as James Bond is a super hard pass from me. Why? Because I actually want to understand what the hell James Bond has to say. And I don't want a whole bunch of twitching in my James Bond. I don't need my James Bond twitching and having an ultra deep voice, shaken, not stirred. I don't want none of that. Tom Hardy be extra as ever. I don't need that in James Bond. No, thank you. No, thank you. Pass. Now they might go. I know they already also said that they not gonna do a female, and I actually am on board with that. We talked about that last week. That basically the producers, the creators, they don't want to do a female James Bond. I'm cool with that. You don't need a female James Bond. You can have a female 007. It's a mantle. You can pass the mantle to whoever you want. Matter of fact, and this is no secret because it's in the trailer, they do that in this movie. The sister, what's her name? Lynch. She is playing the current 007 since James Bond retired at the time. And I'm going to tell you, she was nice. She was nice. I was sitting here like, we can do a spinoff with her. She is nice in this movie. And I'm sitting here like, y'all need to get off this whole like no female James Bond. Like, just do spinoff movies. Because I've told y'all this before. You have never gone to a 007 movie. Ever since Sean Connery, there has never been a 007 movie. There have been James Bond movies. We've been going to James Bond films. James Bond just so happens to have the mantle of 007. But you can start making a 007 franchise, which would be a spinoff. And if you happen to have a female, if you happen to have a black person, it's not going to shock the world. It'll be okay. It really will. But of course, the hunt is definitely something that they're going to want to do. They're going to want to look for another James Bond. I think some other people, of course, people have been talking about Idris Elba for the longest. As much as I would love for Idris to be that role, I think his ship has sailed. I think they should have done that 10 years ago if they really wanted to have Idris on there. My man is pushing his 50s, like he's in the mid 40s, I want to say. They want somebody that can do this for like another 10 something plus years. And I don't know if Idris would be able to commit to that. Not to mention, every Bond we've had has always, or typically at the time, would be kind of like a relative unknown. So it's not going to be like some major movie star that everybody knows. So Tom Hiddleston will work because even though he's in the MCU, everybody don't watch the MCU like that. Everybody ain't watching Loki, the TV series. Everybody don't watch that. Like, he's not that big of a star. So they would have to grab, I think they were talking about the Bridgerton guy, Jean Page or whatever. Personally, I don't really see him as Bond either. I'm like, no, I mean, I get it. You were smooth with the ladies in Bridgerton. I get it. I understand, but I just don't see that appeal in him. I don't know. I don't see it. But there are some other names out there too. So y'all feel free to let me know who you would want to be James Bond. I'm still picking Tom Hiddleston. And I mean, there are some other people that are some good candidates. I don't have them all on me right now, but I'd be curious to see what y'all think. Let's see. What do we got here? My man Derek Gaines, let's go. E-Man, do you think Idris can pull off being Bond? He could pull it off, yes. Not talking about his age, but the fact that Bond has been a white guy in the white world. Can it be done? Yes, it can be done. But yes, I think his age at this point is the only thing. It's literally the only thing holding him back. That's it. Because Idris has everybody swooning. He got the white ladies, the black ladies. He got everybody swooning. You know what I'm saying? So he has it. Now, you're going to have to find someone that has that same appeal. Now, Jean Page from Bridgerton, maybe, because he did cause a lot of stir on Bridgerton as that guy. Personally, I don't really see it, but maybe. But there's a lot of unknown talent out there that we don't know that could do it. It's so when they talk about this hunt, I'm pretty sure they're going to do a very extensive one because whoever becomes the next James Bond, that's a career defining move. That's a huge thing. That is going to propel you on the main stage for like the next. That's going to be what Iron Man was for Robert Downey Jr. Like, it is going to be your thing. But yeah, could Idris do it? Absolutely. Like, right now, he could do it. Right now. Even I would take just one movie of Idris as James Bond, to be honest with you. You don't have to give me 10 years of them. You want to give me 2? Look, shoot the movies back to back. Shoot them back to back. Shoot them back to back to back. Give me a trilogy real quick with Idris Elba right now. I'll take that. Release it over 2-3 years, whatever you want to do. I'll be cool with that. But I don't know. They like to stick to the old Hollywood ways of doing stuff. So we'll see. Hey, y'all, it's my sis. Look at my sweet little sis. Sweet Black Swan. What's going on, girl? Thank you so much for the super chat sticker. Appreciate you. Say hello to the other bros for me. Let's see. Hold on. Let me Loki Gator. Here we go. I'm a studio exec now, pitching ideas. How about James Bond versus Ethan Hunt? Love it. I love it. Let me see. Both of them are protected with heavy plot armor. So just like in comic books, I think that when that is the case, it's going to end up in a draw. Tom Cruise's ego will never allow Ethan Hunt to die. James Bond's reputation will never allow him to die and get beat. So I can tell you right now, as dope as they all gonna lose to John Wick. That's my pick. That's John Wick. That's my pick. He gonna take them all out. He don't care. Thank you so much, Loki Gator. Let's go. Teramato, thank you so much. Let's get these likes up. It's 3. Oh my God, dang, when did y'all get in here? 300. Let's go. Recast T'Challa and Miles Morales. Let's go with it. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Boom. There we go. Big bro. Let's go. Thank you so much. Hey, man, next season, we need an E-Man fantasy football. Hey, we can do that. It's gonna be a money league. It's gonna be. I don't do the free leagues no more. I stopped that like in 2000. Like, yo, I only play for the big money now. You know, I play for the fam every time. Listen, that's one of the only reasons. Let me tell you just quick. Me and Mrs. E-Man, when we first started dating, the one thing I told her, I was like, look, I'm gonna be yours all day, but when I'm doing fantasy football, that's the one time I'm gonna need my time. And she was like, you know what? That's yours. And that's the one thing that we got going. When I tell you, she will give me my space. She will let me go to draft parties. I will host these things here. Like, and you know why though? Because usually, your boy is not bad. Your boy kind of wins a couple of these things. I win a couple things. I'm like, hey, baby, why don't you go ahead and take yourself to the spa? Fantasy money paid for that. Woo! Yes, I have no problem with that. That definitely sounds like something we can do for sure. Okay, so let's see. Hold on. Did somebody wait a minute? You on timeout? I need my mods. Where my mods at? My man, this is my boy Eric Shaw. This is my boy. Don't get me wrong. This is my boy Eric Shaw. I need somebody to put him on timeout. Nope, not here. We can't do that. You see what he's doing? You see? No. Oh no. Come on, mods. This is why I hire y'all. This is why I hired y'all to stop the shenanigans. Oh, about to give me a whole aneurysm, man. All right, let's move on. Next topic. Get this nonsense out of here. Netflix got some colorism issues. Yikes. All right, y'all. Now, y'all remember we watched this together. The trailer for The Harder They Fall. Now, The Harder They Fall, keep in mind, this is a blackety black movie. I mean, black cowboys, Idris Elba, Jonathan Majors, Regina King, just everybody and they mamas in this movie, and it's looking chocolatey-tastic. Oh my goodness. So, Netflix was getting a little bit of flack because they're getting called out for colorism after Zazie Beetz got cast as Stagecoach Mary. Now, I did not know this. Okay, I didn't know this. Usually I do my research on movies like right before I watch them, right? But this one, like, I didn't know if The Harder They Fall was based off a true story or if it was just like made up. I didn't know. Apparently, this is based off of actual real life characters and real life people. So if y'all remember Zazie Beetz, I like Zazie. Zazie's nice. I took a picture with Zazie. Zazie is nice. From Atlanta. This is who she's playing. Can we see the resemblance here? Y'all see, can y'all see that? Hold on. Let me go ahead and zoom in for y'all. Can we see the resemblance? Let me read what they had to say. FX's Atlanta actress Zazie Beetz is set to play Mary Fields, better known as Stagecoach Mary or Black Mary. Black Mary. The plus size, dark-skinned, reportedly 6-foot tall female was the first Black woman to take on the dangerous role as a stagecoach mail carrier in the late 1800s, protecting the mail against thieves while driving across America. But y'all see the resemblance, right? We see it. Yeah, we see it. I know y'all see it. It's in the eyes. It's clearly in the eyes. That's why they cast her. Critics slammed the streaming giant Netflix for opting for Beetz, who is biracial, fair-skinned, and noticeably much slimmer than the real-life Stagecoach Mary in this casting. They also pointed out Netflix's, but more specifically Hollywood's, favoritism towards light-skinned talent. Oh boy, Netflix, what did you do here? Now, here's my thing. I had no issue. I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't know it was a thing. And I didn't even know it was something to pay attention to. But, and I know that this might not be an issue for some people. I get it. There's a certain segment of the population that this doesn't relate to. I get that. But that doesn't make it less of an issue for the people that it does affect, especially when it comes to representation. Colorism in Hollywood is a thing. For a long time, whenever they'd want to get diverse, they would just throw in someone very light-skinned, or they would throw in someone biracial who could ethnically pass for anything. And whether you like it or not, this is one of those vestiges of slavery. Like, sorry, America, we still have not escaped that. This is a byproduct of that, where we just internally are still ingrained with this idea that lighter is better. Versus this situation where you clearly have a big plus size dark woman and you just go and cast somebody else. Now, maybe honestly, I don't even think there's an excuse. I don't even think that there's an excuse on the casting people, because it's not like y'all was just like, oh, I got a cast for some lady. Oh, okay. Zazie Beetz, like, you didn't do that. I'm sure you sat there, knew what this was about, and had to go look for somebody. And you just wanted to get somebody who, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. You want to get somebody that can capture people's eyes. Zazie, let me tell y'all something. I ain't gonna lie. Zazie is a nice, fine looking woman. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I get that. But let me tell you something. Beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes too. That's not the only way that you can do that. Now let me look at this. Y'all couldn't have gotten her. Y'all couldn't have gotten her from Orange is the New Black. Yeah, we have plus size, dark skin, beautiful women in Hollywood as well. But when you don't show them in these roles that literally are perfectly suited for them, it continues the stigma that lighter is better. And we're just none the wiser, because until people talk about it or until articles are written about it, nobody knows. And next thing you know, we just get ingratiated into this. Like, I'll tell you this, and this is just like just a quick confession. I remember watching it was like a car commercial. I forget what the car was. It was Io from Black Panther, the Dora Milaje. This was the first time I had ever seen her. This was actually before she became a Dora Milaje. She was in a car commercial, and I hope it was her. But anyway, the woman looked just like her. The model was, I mean, jet black, beautiful. And she was the model. She was the model. No other people. She was the model in this car commercial. And I was sitting, I was like, why am I so glued to this? Why is this grabbing my attention? And it's because I realized I think this is the first time I've ever seen a car commercial on daytime television with a dark-skinned model. And I was just sitting there, I was like, this is shocking to me because we just have not seen it. It hasn't been normalized yet. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So this is just one of those things where, like, it is an issue. It is an issue. I mean, Netflix has been... It's sad because Netflix has been trying to step up when it comes to different movies that they produce. They've been, and I want to give them their praise and their props. They do come through like with the strong black lead, that social media channel. They do promote black movies. They give more opportunities, but you can't be perfect. And they let this one kind of slip through the cracks. So, that's a miss. I mean, if this was a fictional story, I wouldn't even care. It wouldn't be as big of a deal if it was a fictional story. But because of the fact that it is based on real people in real history, that to me is a problem. It's honestly no different than if somebody were to be like, hey, we're going to do an autobiography, a real life movie about George Washington, but we make him Hispanic. Like, that kind of doesn't work. It's like, that's where you got to kind of pump the brakes. You can't just do all this stuff just to do it. Yeah, it worked for Hamilton, but Hamilton was also like fictional in some aspects too, just in certain cases. They took those creative liberties, but man, I personally, I am always a stickler when it comes to making movies that are based on real historical fact. I am always going to be harder on the movie when they distort history in any way. That's not, unless it's like a comedy, unless it's something not meant to be taken seriously, don't put it out there if you're going to be sitting here trying to stretch the truth, mainly because unfortunately in society, people are more willing to rely on movies for historical facts and information than they are textbooks. People will go watch the Lincoln movie and believe that before reading up on like actual historical facts about Abraham Lincoln. So for me, I'm like, when you have these opportunities with these movies, you need to do right by them, and do them justice, and that goes all the way down to casting as well. So anyway, let me know what y'all think about that. Somebody has said that, Zazie Beetz needs to be kind of like Zendaya, where she intentionally turns roles down because she knows that those roles will be better suited for darker skinned people. Zendaya knows, and she's acknowledged, she has light skin privilege. She knows that she's going to have more privilege compared to darker skinned her colleagues, other actresses. So for her, she's like, I'm going to say no to that because this other sister needs that role. I like that sentiment, especially if you're looking out for other people that probably don't get those advantages. Let's see. Let's go on to these comments. My man Angel Green, thank you so much. John Wick, yes, please recast T'Challa. You already know. Thank you so much. Cat Harlem, I enjoyed the first John Wick, but I hated John Wick 3. Felt the storyline was stupid and the fight scenes were too long and unbelievable. I understand that. I think I liked John Wick 2 the most. The first one next, and then I think 3 was like my least one too. But I enjoyed all of them in general. So thank you so much. Let me see. Okay. Where we at? My man Derek Gaines. They should have gotten the sister from Loki. Yeah. Yumi. Yeah, she would be dope for it too. She would be fantastic for it. Great point. Thank you so much. B15, yeah. Jason Wilcox, let's go. Misha Green, JD Dillard from Miles Morales, super good on Venom. Unless it's for the free Fire Stick. Don't want to jump ahead, but ScarJo, we gonna get there. I like Misha Green in anything. I'll take that. That's fine with me. I got to look up the other brother you mentioned though. I got to go look at the work just in the resume just to see where he's at. Thank you so much. Puma Lee, let's go. Leslie Jones or the actress from Orange is the New Black in that role. Also, can I contribute on replays of Wednesday shows? Yeah, I mean, if you want, that's totally fine. You can always just donate on Venmo, Cash App. I think I included PayPal in there too. So yeah, if you want to be generous and drop a little donation, hey, you can always do that, whether it's the live chat or on the replays. However you want to do it, it's fine with me. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy that you're here. Happy that you guys are all contributing. That is what matters to me. Thank you so much. Dorian, thank you so much. Wumi, yes, thank you. Come on now. Yes. B15. She would be perfect for this role. Thank you so much. Robert Tucker, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let's see. Chief, my man, you are late, but it's all good. We still got some good stuff going. Glad that you can make it. All right, let's go. We got a couple topics left. And I'm gonna try and go a little bit faster because I tried to say I was gonna keep it under 2.5 hours. Oh man, I'll be trying. I really try. What's the next one? What do we have? Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna go over the whole thing here, but Will Smith just gave an interview to GQ, and I just wanted to kind of like bring it to y'all attention because honestly, this interview was dope. I mean, this was so revealing of Will Smith. It's a long read. It is a very long read. But I will say that it was worth it to me. I don't even like really reading long interviews. But this is one of those interviews where like I think that if you watch it, you will come away with a different impression of Will Smith. The very first thing I need is for him to grow his stash back because I don't really trust people without a mustache. I don't know, bro. Like something shady's going on. I don't know, and he looks a little weird. I need him to grow his stash back. But this is a pretty good interview, and I'll just give you some of the quick bullet points, just a couple of quick ones, just to kind of get you, just so that you just have the little spark notes of what to expect. So, basically, he talks about how he avoids making movies about slavery, because he didn't want to make movies about vengeance or anything like that. And he passed on playing the role of Django. And I was sitting there, I was like, dang, dude, you just gonna throw Jamie Foxx under the bus like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime an actor says like, oh, I passed on this role, you're kind of saying that whoever did get the role got your sloppy seconds or thirds or whatever. So I'm just saying that's a little bogus. Matter of fact, the only reason I even noticed that was because it was during a Chadwick Boseman interview on The Breakfast Club, and he purposely refused to tell and speak up on any roles that he's passed up. And that right there is why I knew and realized Chadwick Boseman be looking out for other actors and cares that much. So much that he's not even willing to talk about the roles that he won't do or that he passed up on because he doesn't want other actors to feel bad and like they living in his shadow or whatever. So shout out to Chadwick. Still from behind. Come on, man. Still with it. But okay, it is what it is anyway. What else? So he is doing a movie called Emancipation. This movie, I don't know if y'all have ever seen. Let me see if I can find it. Have y'all ever seen that image of the slave? Let me see. It's an image of the slave with the whipped back, whipped Peter, I believe. Yeah. So let me get it for you here. This guy. So Will Smith is basically going to play this guy with his back that was like so deformed. And this was, during slavery. This image, I mean, if you've just looked at anything on slavery, you've seen this picture. But he is going to tell his unique story. And that's pretty much what it's going to be about. Now, for Will Smith, he looked at it as emancipation is not a story of vengeance like Django was, but it is going to be a story about perseverance. Listen, personally, when it comes to slave movies, my issue is the fact that there's never a good ending. I don't even care in 12 Years a Slave. There is no good ending in slavery. Why? Because it never had a good beginning to begin with. Like, what's the best thing about slavery or slave movies at all? That they end it? Like, thanks, but we still had segregation. We still had like Jim Crow. We still had like all this other crap after that. Like, this is why I hate slave movies, because a lot of times they don't show you the aftermath of what still happens. It's not happily ever after. Oh, I get to go live in the cottage with my slave family now. No, you still got some hard times coming. So when Will is talking about like, oh, this is a story of perseverance and stuff, I get it. Don't get me wrong, because shout out to all the ancestors out there that were enslaved and stuff. Shout out to them, because I couldn't do it. I know I lived in a privileged time where me and slavery, we wouldn't have mixed. I would have been like, kill me now. Like, I'm done. I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm done. Kill me now. So shout out to that. But at the same time, I'm like, one way or another, you're not going to go out with like a good positive feeling with a slave movie, in my opinion. So I don't know what he's going for, but anyway, that's just what he's trying to do. But yes, so the whole the interview really goes deeper into about how he's writing a book. And it's like I guess you could call it a tell-all or something. But he's just really opening up a whole lot more to everybody. I mean, he even gets into some of his political views, nothing too crazy. Like, he talks about defund the police versus Black Lives Matter. He also talks about his upbringing with his parents. Now, this is probably where it gets a little more juicy, because he talks about how he lived in a very abusive household, where his dad was like, putting hands on his mom, and the trauma of that was actually what defined who he is today, right? And so, for example, he was talking about how he wants to always be that person on the other line. He wants to be there for you, but only when you're in like the worst situation. If you have a new job, a new promotion, don't call me. I don't care. But if you're in trouble, if you having a midlife crisis, if you're thinking about committing suicide, call Will Smith. That's what he was like talking about in this, because he really adopted this mentality of, I gotta save him, and I think a lot of that derived from his childhood with his parents and stuff. Like, I couldn't save mom, so I gotta save everybody else. Maybe I gotta save Jada. I don't know. Maybe that's another After Dark topic. He does go into his relationship, and that's another After Dark topic. They go into that as well. He talks about how he was jealous of Tom Cruise during his rise, as a movie star and stuff. And then he also talks about how, like, Denzel Washington gave him the best advice, which was, when you hit 40, your 40s are going to be tough. You're going to be dealing with stuff. It's going to be a real thing. But when you hit 50, you just don't care. when you hit 50, you just do whatever you want to do. Don't nobody care at that point. So it's a really, really interesting read. Like I said, I think it is absolutely worth the watch, worth the read when you have time. It was very, very insightful. I look at Will Smith in a completely different light after this, and I'm pretty sure whenever his book drops, it's going to be even more revealing. So if this is just a taste of what his book is going to offer, that's going to be pretty interesting. But it's very insightful in terms of, like, his career, his movies, the TV shows. He gets into all of that other stuff as well. So feel free to take some time, check it out. It's pretty interesting. But I did want to at least break it down to y'all, just give y'all a little spark notes. If you didn't want to read, at least now you know what it talks about. Let's see, what do we got? V, thank you so much. Normalize casting dark-skinned actresses to portray historical dark-skinned women characters. Didn't Hollywood float the idea of casting Julia as Harriet? Yeah, it should be totally normalized. I mean, it's really sad, but you know, a lot of this I think is it's not just the casting directors, but it has to come from the actors themselves. You know, like we need ScarJo not to go playing roles that should go to Asian actresses. Like, you know, I'm just saying, stop. You know, Zendaya knew what was going on, and she was like, "Nah, that should go to a dark skinned sister. They can't get the roles as much. Give it to them." That's where it should happen at that point. But anyway, let's go. Thank you so much. Deadly Gamer, thank you so much. To be completely honest, I don't someone like IDT, someone like Zazie Beats, who was born and raised in Berlin, Germany, or Berlin, really has that much of a connection to Black Americans, our history and culture, despite I don't trust. Okay, sorry, I was brain fart. Yeah, you know what? Like, there could be some cultural differences. But I think that's why calling those situations out, whether it's through Twitter, whether it's through articles, is important, because maybe they don't know, and maybe they will come to know once they feel a little pressure. You know, like social media is good for applying pressure, and hopefully holding people accountable. So it wouldn't be the first time. I mean, there was another issue with Amanda. No, not her. It was the girl that played Storm in Apocalypse. God, her name is escaping me right now, but she was catching some flack too, because she was playing a light-skinned Storm, which was a poor decision when Fox was like, "Oh, let's get Halle Berry." Again, they put looks in front of like the actual character first. And she Ship, Alexandra Ship, she was catching flack for that, but she didn't get it either. Like, she was pushing back, like, why can't I play a role in this? And it was like, ma'am, you can get other roles. The darker skinned girls, they're not considered as pretty as you. That's the problem. It's not balanced yet. Like, once we get to a balanced world, then you can have those arguments. But right now, it ain't very balanced in Hollywood. But thank you so much, Deadly Game. Appreciate you and your contribution. Let's see what else do we have here. Do we have to? Okay. Let's see what do we got. Okay, let's see. All right, so let's get on to. I think this is the last topic. Oh, good. Okay, man, y'all. Finally, we can end this. Oh, it has been a long battle. It has been a long battle, and we've been going over this for weeks and weeks and weeks. If you are new to this whole topic, I have videos explaining the whole lawsuit with Scarlett Johansson versus Disney. It's been ugly. They've gone back and forth. They've said things about one another. It's been bad. It's been ugly. It's got in the news and everything. Disney didn't want to pay her. Then all of a sudden, she made this lawsuit public. It made Disney look bad. Disney was like, hey, you know what we should do? Let's go ahead and take this to arbitration. So now they went to behind the scenes, and well, looks like they have come to a settlement. That's right. This big old nasty battle with Disney is finally over. Just days after the first court hearing in the Scarlett Johansson Black Widow it profits megabyte lawsuit on Disney was pushed back to March 2022. The Oscar. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, that's an update. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So yes, they did push it back, but she is basically going to get money. This is what Johansson said in a statement. I am happy to have resolved our differences with Disney. I'm incredibly proud of the work we've done together over the years and have greatly enjoyed my creative relationship with the team. I look forward to continuing our collaboration in years to come. Say what? I think that's cap. I don't believe that at all. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But when you have a company throw you under the bus publicly, say them ugly things, and I have no information on this. This is just me purely speculating. I feel like a condition of the settlement was Disney was like, hey, you pay, we'll pay you this money, but you gonna have to say that we good now. You gonna have to say that as a condition of the settlement. We'll give you this money because it ain't hurting Disney none. Remember, Disney's main thing, they need to protect their image. It's their image that is the problem for them. That's where they get hurt. So I'm sitting here thinking like, I think they told her, yeah, say it's all good because we don't want this ugly lawsuit to be a problem for future talent and keep them away. So say we all good and we'll give you this money. I don't know. But yes. So it looks like Disney and ScarJo have settled. It looks like they have come to an agreement. This was very ugly, in the public eye. But at the end of the day, she got paid. And that's what matters. Now, how much did she get paid? Well, that wasn't previously reported until now. Reportedly, she made $40 million from the Black Widow lawsuit. Now, what was she doing before? For some of y'all that might not recall. Initially, she had asked because, quick recap, basically she sued Disney because her deal with Marvel was to put the movie in theater, Black Widow in theaters exclusively for a certain amount of time. And if it earned X amount of box office dollars, she would get her bonus checks. However, Disney was like, we'll put it in theaters and on streaming. That cut into the profits, which means she couldn't get her bonus checks. So she was like, she wanted to renegotiate. And reportedly, she was like, hey, why don't y'all just pay me $100 million? Because Black Widow's going to make 1.2 something, $3 billion, according to your past success. Mocap. Even mocap. Because nobody, that was never going to make $1 billion. Pandemic aside, Black Widow was never going to make $1 billion. Now, Disney left her on scene because they was like $100 million. No. And they just left it at that. So she wanted to sue because basically her bonuses would have given her, because Disney already paid her $20 million just to start. That's her rate. That's where she started off. She thought that she was entitled to $50 million for Black Widow. Disney was like, get out of our face. That's when the lawsuit happened. Now they went and settled. So she ended up getting $40 million. She didn't get the full 50, but she got 40. I think it's a good day. If I'm Scarlett Johansson, it's a good day. I'm not messing with Disney no more. If it's me, unless they talking that big money, you better come with that Rock money, Dwayne Johnson money, that Tony Stark money. But she got paid. And I think at the end of the day, this was a fair compromise. Like Disney didn't want to give her that full 50 because at the end of the day, like the movie wasn't going to make that much anyway. But 40 million is nothing to laugh at either. So she walked away with $60 million. That's not bad. It's not bad for a movie that was all right. Not bad. So Whew, Brooke, stop playing. Don't forget about yes, I'm sure they threw the EBT in that as well. And for those of y'all that don't know, that's the food stamps. That's the link card. I don't know what they call it, something different in that's the government cheese assistance, you know. Thank you, Brooke. But yeah, I you know what? I would be shocked if she ends up going back to work with Disney. I would be shocked. But then again, Disney is like a huge player. Like they pretty much own like almost all the studios out there anyway. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, she's still one of the top names in the industry. I'm sure she'll be fine. I'm sure she ain't gonna be hungry for money. So, but at the end of the day, yeah, like you said, bro, money talks, and that could change everything. Thank you so much. My man Chief Scarlett sitting back like Thanos after the snap, after getting that bag. Right. Just like money. Shmoney. Yes, indeed. That is it. All right. So we are going to wrap it up. As I said before, we can do a quick little ask me anything. This is just where if y'all just want to, chit chat real quick. We can talk for like another couple of minutes because I'm about to sign off. I'm sorry that I lied. Apparently, this is a 2-hour show. Sorry. But we here. So if there was anything that you guys wanted to talk about real quick, please feel free to drop a quick comment. And I will try to get to them real fast. Let's see what else. Oh, so somebody want to talk about Squid Game. So yes, I did. Listen, I already admitted. Thank you, Brooke. I tried. Dang it, I tried. Anyway, I just finished Squid Games like last night. Just finished it. Here's the thing with Squid Games. This show is nothing new. It's nothing new at all. I can tell y'all this. There you can watch Alice in Borderland. Here's one show if y'all haven't seen it, or I think it's a movie. The Liar Game. If you have ever, forget Squid Game. Liar Game. Go look up Liar Game. I believe look up the live action series. They have an animated one. Forget that. I think there's a movie. Forget that. Go watch the live action series. I believe it's the series I watched. Liar Game. It's a Korean thing. Turn on the subtitles, English dub, whatever you got to do. Fire. If you thought Squid Game was good, I'm just telling y'all, they check these things out. Korea be making these type of movies like a dime a dozen. Squid Game is only popular because I think it's only popular because the English dub was really good. Like it actually did a good job with that. But Koreans have been out here making dope movies. Okay, like I don't want y'all to be out here surprised about this. Squid Game is cool, but like if you're talking to people that have watched Korean movies, they're like, yeah, it's all right. It was also kind of predictable. Like I knew who was running the show 3 episodes in, just because they do this. This is the formula that they use. You know what I'm saying? So like I knew who was going to win. I knew who was running stuff. What else? I knew who was and was not going to make it. There were a couple surprises. But a lot of these things are formulaic if you watch these shows on a regular basis. So, but my overall impression, I still like it. I thought Squid Game was very fun, entertaining, and I would definitely recommend it. It is a little gory. They do have a couple adult scenes in there. It wasn't all that. I was like, y'all could have cut this out. Some of them, like, y'all got a little too real. Just no thanks. Anyway, let's see. But that's just my quick thoughts on Squid Game. Let's see. Ms. Nads, I'm glad that you was able to make it and stay awake as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. Listen, the runtime is 2 hours standard. It's what it is. Listen, I don't want to do it because it's taking time away from the other stuff I got to do. So but I like being here. I don't know. It's a whole lot of stuff. Ooh, excuse me. But I actually found two, and I'm working with them right now. So hopefully that turns into something positive. But we will see. Thank you so much. Let's see, Diane. When's the next email after dark or Eman after dark? I think we're gonna shoot for the end of the month. So the last Friday of the month is what we are shooting for. Yeah. So I think that's what we kind of concluded on. Because I don't want to play it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I want it to be something that we can look forward to, build up to, etc., etc. So that's just my quick take on that. Let's see. Derek Gaines, let's go, brother. Have you heard The Rock and Ryan Reynolds, whatever show on Netflix? Yes, Red Notice. I haven't seen it yet. I think it is a movie. It looks good. It looks fun. I don't think it's gonna be anything blowing our socks away, but it does look cool. So we'll see what happens with that. But I mean, I'll watch it. What we got here? E-Man, you're too old to be saying cap. There's never have permitted enemies or friends when it comes to business. Yeah, no, I do that on purpose. I use that as a weapon now. Because once you cross the other side of 30, you have power. And this is something that I tell my teen daughter all the time. I'm like, you better quit playing, because every time you use something, if I want to punish you, I will just use a trendy word and make it uncool. I have that ability now. See, some of y'all might not realize that. Y'all know that we have power. Okay, like sometimes the mindset be wrong. You be thinking like, oh man, I gotta say these cool hip words so I don't lose my youth. No, step into your adulthood and kill anything. Let me tell you something. I never cared for on fleek. I would say on fleek all the time just so I could play it out, just so it could die. Does anybody say on fleek anymore? You're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate you, Big Bo. Thank you, man. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me get to these. Let's see. Anybody see the latest Wu-Tang? Dang, I have not watched it. I don't think I will. I think I'm a little late to the party on that, but I hear it is pretty good. Let's see. What did you think of the movie Dogma by Kevin Smith? Oh my god, Dogma was cool. I have not rewatched it in a while. Like I haven't watched it since it came out. So who knows what my more religiously trained, more critic experienced mind would think about it today. I would have to go and rewatch it, but I remember liking it when it came out. So thank you for that question. Let's see. Is she doing Tower of Terror? Oh, okay. All right. ScarJo's doing it already. I guess that money was good. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Thank you so much. Facts. Trying to tell them facts. Wait a minute. Is it Japanese? I thought it was Korean. Okay, maybe I'm getting one wrong. I don't know. All good. Nah, man, don't worry about it, man. You all good, bro. Thank you so much, Derek. I appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Yes, it was kind of predictable. Kingdom, loved it. Now, here's the thing. Kingdom is a good show. I do enjoy Kingdom, but man, they almost lost me in the beginning. I can't follow all the families and the politics and all that stuff. I could not follow it because I just didn't care. They tried to be like Game of Thrones, where they were introducing you to all these different families and lineages and stuff. I could not follow it. But once they get to the good stuff, that's when the show starts to get good. So I will say it is worth it if you can get through the early episodes. It is worth it. But yes, Kingdom is really good on Netflix. Check that out. Let's see what else. Okay. Thank you. Liar Game is Japanese. Thank you. Yes, it is. You're right. Yes, that is Japanese. Liar Game is so good. Oh my god, I love anything that deals with strategy. And Liar Game made me realize, first of all, I'm stupid, because I would have lost half of them games. They'd be like, you got to get the prime number and get the square root of this and multiply it by the philosophy of life. I'm like, what? I'm done playing. I don't want to play no more. I'm done. I can't. It's too hard. I can't play. But I love that show. That show is so good. Let's see. Let's go. Angel, what's up? Will Smith over with those entanglement burns on his face. Please eat family. Check out my homeboy file Venus as a boy on Amazon. Thank you so much, Angel. I appreciate you. And there is more info in that GQ interview. I'm just saying, go check it out. I'm just saying. Let's see. Oh man, James, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to see because y'all having like 5 different conversations. I'm like being nosy, but I'm also trying to see. Let's see. Okay. Yes, man. Use your parental power. Get a stash of embarrassing childhood photos. Oh, trust me. Let me tell you something. They already on deck. Come on now. I got my kids falling asleep. I got my kids naked in the bathtub. Like when they little babies. I got all the dirt. I got one of them confessing that they will let me live in their house when I'm old and they're gonna take care of me and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I got all the receipts. I got the receipts early before they even knew it. I got it covered. Thank you so much, ER's grandpa. Let's go. Okay, all right. I think we are going to wrap it up. Wait, we got Puma Lee. Slap. Watch you, Wu-Tang. I caught up with it. It's brilliant. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to add that to the list as well. Thank you so much, Puma Lee. Let's go. My man Marcus J. It's an oldie, but Into the Badlands was fire. Yes, it was. I still haven't finished it. I think I watched the first 2 seasons. I gotta watch the next one. But yes, Into the Badlands is definitely fire. Loved it. Thank you so much. Glover, thank you so much for that super sticker. And what else we got? Chris, thank you so much. On My Block is coming out on Netflix. I have not seen it yet. I saw the little preview for it, so I will be checking it out. To be honest with you, the next thing I'm about to watch after Evil is going to be Baki Hamna. I love that anime. Baki is like, I love the old Baki. I love the new Baki, and I'm about to watch this new Baki Hamna. I mean, the way they did my man Muhammad Ali Jr. Oh boy. That's a nice little show in itself. But yes, I gotta go watch Baki. That's what I'm gonna be on. But thank you so much. Let's go. Marcus J. All back at it. Let's go. Also, are we just gonna ignore President Cap in the last what it? No, we're not gonna ignore. I mean, my man was Cap. He was president. It was eventually gonna happen. Hey, who's surprised by that? But it was a cool little shout out though. Thank you so much, Marcus. Appreciate you. She Who Remains, Jackie. Let's go. If TG and I wrote a graphic novel, can I put you in it like a shout out? Please do. Shoot, let me know. Hey, by all means. Thank you so much. That's my president. All right, y'all. Thank you all so much. I think we are done for the night. I appreciate y'all as always. Please stay on the lookout. I will be dropping. Man, it's late now. I'm getting sleepy, so I'll probably drop my Venom review tomorrow. I'll see if I can edit it tonight. I'll see what I can. But just keep an eye out for it. But I'll be dropping that. I'll be working on my James Bond review for you guys as well. And if there's anything else I can squeeze in between, I will definitely try and put that in there too. But y'all, please have a good night. Have a fun, productive weekend. Enjoy yourselves, relax, and of course, be safe. So I will see most of you all, hopefully all of you guys on Wednesday. We're going to talk about that final episode of What If. We already know that's going to be fire. Don't miss it. And shout out to all of y'all on the replay gang. Appreciate y'all. If you watching all the way to the end, hey, thank you so much. So with that, I am going to wish y'all a good night. Have fun. Be safe. Peace out.